When someone prefers having a smaller circle of friends and does not mind spending time alone, they are called loners. People perceive them as individuals who are very lonely and depressed. Unlike those who actually feel lonely, these types of individuals never actually feel lonely. In fact, being with their own company is exactly what makes them feel fulfilled. They feel more in touch with themselves and do their best thinking, making them more self-aware of things. This is probably why they prefer to be alone. In this video, we are going to reveal that people who like to be alone have these 10 special personality traits, and we'll explain why we choose each one. Welcome to Dream Thinker, where we explore the psychology of different personality types. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe so you can be notified whenever we release new content. Here are 10 special personality traits of people who like to be alone. You don't feel at ease when you're around others. Put it down to social anxiety or the pressure to conform to social norms. You just don't feel at ease when you're around others. In contrast, you feel completely relaxed when you're by yourself. The main reason: there is no pressure on you to act a certain way, and things have become even weird with social distancing rules these days that you just can't be bothered. If you stay at home by yourself, you don't have to worry that you are not doing the right things or what other people think of you. When you do spend time with others, you tend to experience small bouts of anxiety and nervousness. And while that's something that can get through every now and then, it is not that you always want to go through. Number 9. You're emotionally independent. Can you imagine finding happiness and validation by yourself? One of your special personality traits is that you're emotionally independent. Although being surrounded by good people helps you a lot, you do not need others to find your own happiness. You do not need to rely on others to give you validation. Being emotionally independent is why you like being alone, while others do not. Many people can only find happiness and validation when surrounded by others. Needless to say, these people will hate being by themselves. On the other hand, you're someone who is comfortable finding everything you need within yourself. So, if you like being alone, you most likely are emotionally independent. You also consider yourself a balanced person. Your highs aren't as high as other people and your lows aren't as low. You rely on yourself to deal with your own emotional problems. You don't search for outside help. This makes you feel comfortable and secure when you're spending time alone because you're not relying on anything or anyone for your own happiness. Number 8. Self-loving. Even with the bad times in life, you still find a way to love yourself, no matter what happens to you. Of course, you know that there will be times when you aren't as perfect, ready, or experienced yet to do some of the things you really like to do. However, you still love every piece of you regardless. There will always be room to improve, and that means that you are going to work really hard for that success. You are an extremely unique individual if you possess any of these qualities in your personality. Though there are many others, these ones stand out the most when others are looking for a genuine personality. Number 7. Open-minded. Just because you like to stay alone doesn't mean your mind is closed. When you spend the bulk of your time alone, you need to keep yourself occupied. So having that open mind helps you to see new things to try. Being alone also means you're in your head more, so you think more, which is a sign of someone with an open mind. Closed-minded people are only interested in providing themselves right. They don't ask questions, which means their mind will be closed to all the possibilities. This is definitely not you. You are a thinker who likes to ask questions, which means you have an open, inquisitive mind. Number 6. You do your best work alone. You are much more productive when you're alone in your office than when others are near you. This is because it's hard for you to not get distracted when other people are around you. People talking random questions while you're working, the sounds of people chewing their food around you. It irks you to your core, and it can really upset your workflow. Perhaps this has something to do with the fact that you're not as comfortable around others as extroverts are. You prefer to be alone, concentrating on what you need to get done. Number 5. You usually have less energy than others. Are you usually one of the first person to leave social events? This is one of the signs that you are someone who likes to be alone. As a loner, you usually have less energy than others. And this is the reason why you prefer to sit on your couch and relax by yourself while watching TV or having deep thoughts. As a point of comparison, people who like to be in a company usually get energized after doing group activities or other things that you would consider energy consuming. So the difference in energy levels between you who prefers to be alone and people who prefer to be surrounded by others is very noticeable. Number 4. You value time. If there is anything extremely important to a loner, it is time. You respect and value time more than anything else. You are well aware that time is most valuable asset to a successful life. You will do everything in your power to not be late, never waste someone else's time, and will never allow someone to waste your time. You avoid fake behavior and cannot tolerate people that think you can be played with. Through your self-awareness, you have developed a huge level of self-respect. People who respect your time the way you respect theirs can expect one of the most incredible friendship imaginable. You don't waste too much time doing things that you don't want to be doing. Instead, you put as much of your time into the things that make you happy. People who value their time are much more likely to pursue things that they love. That can be in their career, the things they do for health, fitness, and also hobbies, etc. Spending more time doing what you love feels like the only way to live your life. Number 3. Guided by intuitions. As you spend a lot of time by yourself, you'll also be in yourself. Someone who understands their inner world has a strong sense of self-awareness and intuition. You are much more sensitive to your inner guidance as you move through life. You feel those inner nudges to do something or even those feelings that something is not quite right and you should be careful. At key moments in your life, you will have instinctive feelings rather than cautious reasonings. Being alone helps you sharpen your intuitions. Number 2. Kindness and compassion. By reflecting on the world around them and being in tune with the emotions of others, they are able to clearly see and feel the needs of others, and they have compassion for them. They conserve their energy in times of solitude and choose to use their energy when it gives value to another person's life. Often giving money to the homeless, sharing a smile with someone who seems to be feeling down, or even by buying a coffee for the person behind them in line at a cafe. Their emotional mastery has allowed them to choose love as their dominant feeling, and love and gentleness radiate from them in all that they do. Number 1. Loyalty. Often when you hear the word loner, you automatically assume this must mean that they don't have any friends. This is not often the case. A loner does have friends, but instead of obtaining large groups of friends, they tend to be much pickier and choosy about the company they keep. Since they don't require the attention of others to make them happy, they can be more selective about whom they spend their time with. For those lucky enough to be chosen by a loner, you can count on them to make a trustworthy, reliable friend that you can always count on. Thanks for watching.